surrender. Faith is like a fire that never burns to embers. The voice of the unheard. Love is the answer.
I gotta speak it, believe it, that's how I feel inside.
I can't sit here quiet.
You can take my heart, you can take my breath when you pry it from my cold dead chest.
This is how we rise up. Heavy as a hurricane, louder than a freight train. This is how we rise up. Heart is beating faster, feels like thunder, magic, static. Call me a fanatic. It's our world, they can never have it. This is how we rise up. It's our resistance, you can't resist us. Can you hear me? Are you listening? Sleeping and the shadows could be making history. Through the fire, on the water, used to be a slave, but now you are a conqueror.
They can take my heart, they can take my breath when they pry it from my cold dead chest.
This is how we rise up. Heavy as a hurricane, louder than a freight train. This is how we rise up. Heart is beating faster, feels like thunder, magic, static. Call me a fanatic. It's our world, they can never have it. This is how we rise up. It's our resistance, you can't resist us. We're rising up, rising up, we're rising up, rising up, we're rising up. This is how we rise up. It's our resistance, you can't resist us. This is how we rise up. Heavy as a hurricane, louder than a freight train. This is how we rise up. Heart is beating faster, feels like thunder, magic, static. Call me a fanatic. It's our world, they can never have it. This is how we rise up. It's our resistance, you can't resist us.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Monday Night Voltage. It's time for another good old showing tonight. We got a card full of action for everybody, including, of course, in our main event, where we will see the Tag Team Championships on the line. RKOpening, they earned their shot last week after beating the champs. This time they put the titles on the line. Can RKOpening set themselves up for a Tag Team Championship defense at Midnight Heat against Jack and Mark of Septiplier? That will be figured out in the main event. Plus, we got a whole lot more packed in for tonight. How's everybody doing in the chat? Welcome into Ace to Dusk. I'm actually surprised you're in the chat at all, but welcome on in. Avi is here as well. The Wind is speaking to me and they sound like Opening. Welcome on in. Modest is here. Opening's here as well. The Wind also speaking to me sounding like Ezra. They're all here. Welcome on in to everybody. Avi's talking about how it's a good night to be an Undyne hater. Tonight she suffers the most one-side loss for her career. I have no idea about that one, considering what Undyne did last week. You never know. The Wind sounding like Rio's also here, doing all right between nap and not nap. Ezra's here, saying it seems like it's going to be a fun show. Opening, saying here's a great tag match. Everybody here. We got a lot to unpack. We got a lot to go through tonight. It's going to be a great show. Once again, like it be. Let's get the audio up. We got something fun for you. So, as we always love to do, as of late, and AV betting a whole paper bill, a singular entire dollar on this one. It is the Undyne Fight Me Open Challenge. Undyne, who dispatched of the EST of Bianca Belair last week, still filled with the power of determination, Undyne is looking to dispose of another competitor tonight. Hopefully no obsidian colored stuff happens, says Ace. I'm hopeful, considering Bakugo and Todoroki are in tag team action tonight. I would be a little bit worried. I want to be the optimist and saying, hey, we don't have to worry about anything like that. The last time I was an optimist, it didn't really work all that well, so I have no idea. Let's hope that doesn't happen. Goodness sake, Dakota, get yourself off that caffeinated sugar rush, please. Oh, my word. Anyways, it's about that time to start the show. The Fight Me Open Challenge will commence this show as it does every other show. So, who's going to answer it this time around? Let's find out as we turn up the voltage. Let's get this show a-rolling, shall we? He's coming out first. Fresh off a victory last week. Someone who is now 2-2 in this set of open challenges. It's Undyne. Captain of the Royal Guards at the scene once again, and is filled with the determination to stand tall in the face of adversity. Has stood tall in the face of adversity recently, taking care of Bianca Belair in one-on-one action last week. Has had a little bit of an up and down road in this open challenge. Has gone up against some mental competitors, has defeated Papyrus and Bianca Belair, but has fallen short to the likes of James Davenport and Lancer. This time around, though, it depends on who awaits for Undyne as to what may occur. What may occur for Avi as well is he might lose a whole dollar. I don't know. I don't know if that's a good thing or if not. But let's go ahead and figure out who it's gonna be. Excuse me? Pepsi? Hey, I know we saw Punk before. That's not Punk. Y'all talked about how you saw Punk. That's a literal Pepsi Man. That is a literal Pepsi Man. What in the world? I think we're getting all the weird ones, huh? We're getting all the strange ones. For some odd reason. Pepsi Man. We did see Punk, but he seemed uninterested. Yeah, this is different. This isn't it. He's running. The Pepsi Man. The winds sound like Splendid saying, "Oh yeah, man." Oh. Who gave him the pyro? Dang. The Stranger Things I've now seen. She's cooked. There's a whole man made out of Pepsi. This is just a whole man made out of Pepsi. I don't even know what to think. The Pepsi Pyro. My gosh. That is a man. Yep, Kaz. That is a man made of Pepsi. The Pepsi Man. All right. I can now say that this is probably the weirdest thing in this open challenge that I've seen. Let's see what Undyne can do against the Pepsi Man. Here we go. Oh my goodness, they're throwing shots back and forth, and $2. I mean, I could see potential reasoning. The Pepsi Man's first thing he did was hit a Pepsi pile driver. Excuse me. I think Undyne's pissed. Oh my gosh. A pile driver. A Pepsi Man with a Pepsi pile driver to start the match, and now we're chaining. This is unbelievably the weirdest thing yet. And we've seen so many weird things. But Undyne now trying to use the power game. Resident Coke? How do you know that Undyne likes that? How do you know that Undyne likes Coke, AD? What do you mean? How do you know that? Pepsi pile driver rolls right up the tongue. It kind of does. It's weird, considering that's the first thing that he did. Alright. Going back and forth, little chain wrestling. Undyne grabbing Pepsi Man by the blue arm, not the gray one, but the blue arm. I know everything about Undyne. Okay. Interesting. But right now, Pepsi Man gets those elbows up. Actually likes A&W and talking about Coke like that. Dang. You stalker. I mean, it's hatred. You never know. They pushing off the ropes. A little clean break between the two, but the chaining again. It's a little bit of a test of strength here, and Undyne showed the strength mattered a lot more to her than to the Pepsi Man. Up on the, oh my goodness! Body slam from the Pepsi Man, and calling for Undyne to get back up. Couple chops, punches, and a backbreaker combination from the Pepsi Man. Oh my gosh, he has power. Yo, he has power, man, running like a real old superhero. Which I guess would probably make sense if that is the name, Pepsi Man. Yeah, that would be superhero based. With a running power slam, goodness. Off the ropes, though, is Undyne flying in. Little running swanton into the pinfall. That was not even a one. Not even a count of one off that one. Back elbow reversed by Pepsi Man. Gets the elbows into the gut of the armor. And oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. He's deadlifting Undyne. He deadlifted and just pressed Undyne a couple times before dropping her. Holy moly, Pepsi Man. And a kick out. But Undyne saying that is not going to do anything to me. Firing up with some adrenaline. But a counter by Pepsi Man. Oh no. And that's I think was going for a pedigree. Some might even call it a Pepsi plunge. But Undyne got the reversal. But gets reversed right back. Finishers reversed back and forth. Drops Undyne onto the ropes. And the Pepsi Man going to work. Look at him go. Look at the Pepsi Man go. With those strikes. Off the ropes, but caught. Caught by Undyne, who runs in. Superman punch. Delivered to the Pepsi Man. But that is a 2 count. Barely surviving is the Pepsi. Oh gosh, he might not be surviving much longer. That's 1 German suplex. That is 2 German suplexes. And that is 3. 3. What the hey? What? What was that? Who are you? What? Why are we saying who are you? I see why. Who are you? Who is this? Who are you? A photographer just came out here and took a photo of Undyne, blinded her, and a Pepsi plunge. Where did that even come from? Was that Evie? Did AV come out there and take a photo of Undyne to blind her for a second to get caught with that Pepsi plunge? Actually, no, it wouldn't be AV. He's still here. Oh my gosh, he's got another finisher. He got all that. He got another finisher back. Another Pepsi plunge. And Undyne doesn't have resiliency. 2 Pepsi plunges. Undyne kicks out. Undyne kicks out of a second Pepsi plunge with no resiliency. Up top goes the Pepsi man. He is doing much more than I thought he would do. Holy moly. Gets the chop in. But Undyne popped up but still gets caught. Shoulder tackle. Off the ropes. Pepsi man. Neck snap. Undyne does not have resiliency. Does not have anything right now. But gets a kick up. AV put $2 on the line for this. After seeing the Pepsi man. The adrenaline bar is gone. On Undyne. And Pepsi man using a cameraman. Maybe shooting a Pepsi commercial. Gets out of that. Tried to grab Undyne for that press slam again. Doesn't get it this time around. Up, power bomb position, and slams Pepsi man going the other way. Goes to the corner. But just a little too close. A little too close. Very similar to Lance's fight with Undyne. It is a little similar. I don't know why it's similar, but it's weird. Trying to slap Pepsi man in the face. In the... Does he have a face? I don't know. Maybe just in the can? The face? I don't know what he got. Either way, roll up from Undyne. That's what she got right now. No. Let's say count of 2. Count of 2. Putting Pepsi man down for a second. Calling for him to get back up. Undyne going top ropes. Looking to fly in, and Undyne going flying corkscrew style. And goes to the corner. Oh, Pepsi man might be about to die. Spear of justice. Connects this time. Into the pinfall. On Undyne. On Pepsi man. That's resiliency. Burned by Pepsi man. Shoulder tackle reversed. Out the way, but Pepsi man responding to an X Factor. Turn around. Up on the shoulders. Undyne quickly out of that one. And sent directly into the steps. At a count of 3. Undyne just waiting for the Pepsi man to get back into the ring, who does have a finisher, and he's taking his time. Strategize, reassess the situation, ducks underneath, tried to go for the Pepsi plunge. Undyne just a bit quicker, suplex lands. Goes to the middle ropes, splashes down. Right onto the logo on his chest. Off the ropes again. Undyne tried to boot the Pepsi man. Got out the way, but Undyne just a step faster. Electric chair dropping the other way, and the Pepsi man is stunned and in the corner. Alley-oop from Undyne. Back up. Pepsi man not stunned anymore, but put in the corner directly by Undyne. Counter though. Pepsi man. Counter again by Undyne. Chop block going to the knee. Might be about to bust a can wide open, says Prime. A can of whoop, but Pepsi man sets up for another Pepsi plunge. That's 3 Pepsi plunges to Undyne. into the pinfall. She didn't burn resiliency. She got enough vitality in her to not burn resiliency. Oh, gosh! Superman punching. But a reversal. A reversal of the finisher by Pepsi Man. Up on the shoulders. Down. Out of nowhere with that Superman punch, but the reversal of finisher might give Pepsi Man a bit of life. Toss. Oh my word! Did you see Undyne's leg? Oh gosh. Pepsi Man going up top, looking to capitalize. But doesn't get the chop. Does not get the chop. And Undyne tossing Pepsi Man away. Waiting for Pepsi Man to get back up. Never mind, no she's not. She's going after Pepsi Man. Couple chops. Reversal of one. Oh my gosh. The strength of Pepsi Man. Dropping Undyne. And now he's got two finishers. The Pepsi Man has two finishers at the ready. Undyne's not stunned, but is very close to being stunned. And just goes into the pinfall. Maybe trying to bait out resiliency on Undyne here. Oh no, she didn't burn. She doesn't burn. Resiliency. Off the ropes. Over. Booted down. Turned over. Stomped. Pepsi Man going up top. Where he going? Up top. Elbow drop to the heart. Into the pinfall. Trying to bait out resiliency again on Undyne. And still doesn't. Still doesn't burn resiliency. Pepsi Man's got two finishers. And I think he's looking for one. He's calling for Undyne to get up. Kick to the gut. Setting up for another Pepsi plunge. That is 4 Pepsi plunges to Undyne. This has got to be resiliency this time around. And it is. Resiliency's burned. But he's got another. But he countered. And oh, Pepsi Man about to get stuffed out. That's another one. German suplexes delivered. Tossing Pepsi Man around like a rag doll. Undyne into the cover and pour one out for the Pepsi Man because I think this one is over. Undyne gets another victory tonight and is now 3-2 in the open challenges. But hey, for the weirdness this was, Pepsi Man made her work for it. This is the weirdest thing I think I've ever seen, but hey, we get weird here in the GWE from what we've seen as of late. Made the mistake of giving Undyne one more chance to breathe. It wasn't enough. Undyne put the Pepsi Man in his place. Dang. What a match. And congratulations goes to Undyne. What? This was such a weird match, man. This was such a weird match. I don't even know what to think. But hey, a victory is a victory. And that is a victory for Undyne. crazy. Okay. A very strange but great opener to the show. 57% of you on Undyne, 43% of you on Pepsi Man. It's a job well done for Undyne tonight. We'll see what awaits her next week as we move on in the show. Undyne might be about to bust open a Coca-Cola or AEW after this one, though it also could very well just be water. It could very well just be water. It's probably more likely to be water than anything else. Maybe water with sugar? Maybe. I don't know. Either way, congratulations to Undyne. You are in the victory. Good on you. But now, we head into tag team action. Also, AV went 1 for 1, despite being the Undyne hater. Alrighty then. Time for some tag team action. Can the Despair Sisters, for a lack of a better term, coexist? Because they have not been able to as of late. A lot of it has been due to just accidents occurring from Mukuro that Junko has been taken in very different ways, leading to a bunch of just berating we've seen apparently backstage from Junko, to the point where it's kind of just getting uncomfortable. Nonetheless, though, they are still going to team up tonight, and they are going to team up against the Twin Dragons, the first ever tag team champions, Chie and Yukiko. Can they find a way to get themselves back in the saddle? Or will Chie and Yukiko just prove why they are just them? Why they just are exactly who they say they are? She doesn't treat her sister like a sister, but more like a servant, says Prime. I mean, it seems like it has been that way from what we've seen over the past couple of weeks. We just have to... I don't even know. It's a weird case. At least for me, because I don't know how to feel when it comes to Mukuro. I know Junko is a little bit nuts. I don't know how to feel when it comes to Mukuro. We're just going to have to see how they do in this matchup. It's tag team action. It's the Despair Sisters against the Twin Dragons. Let's find out what happens as we turn up the voltage. And they're already in the ring. Mukuro gonna start, or not gonna start this off. Never mind. Junko, I guess, is starting this one off against Chie. Okay then. I know Junko's been just like preventing Mukuro from doing a whole lot, but Junko's kind of been getting, in a sense, carried by Mukuro. An immediate tag from Chie into Yukiko. As Amagi going straight to Junko. Big drop kick lands. Directly into the pinfall on Enoshima kick-out. Believe me, when it comes to Mukuro, when Mukuro isn't being chained down like this, she goes off. Interesting. You gotta think what Mukuro might be even thinking at this time with how much of stuff that Junko has been doing. I don't know how to feel. I don't know how you'd feel if you are in Mukuro's position. She's been very loyal to Junko as her sister, but there's got to be at least a point where something's got to give, right? Tag made to Chie. We know for a fact that these two work seamlessly together, and now makes the tag to Mukuro. And here comes Ikusawa the 16th student who gets forearmed in the face by Chie, and then instead said, you know what, let me take it to Junko a little bit. With a clothesline to the back of the head. I've already said this, but I haven't. I've seen a lot of potential from Mukuro, more so than Junko could ever see. Mukuro's a future star. Junko could only dream of being one. Coming from the IronHeart champion of all people, that is an interesting term of phrasing. As Chie quickly out of that submission attempt from Mukuro. Lifted up, sent back into Twin Dragon's corner, and in comes Yukiko, a Magi Irish curse style from Chie, and a knee drop from Yukiko. The inaugural champs look to get right back to where they were before. They had a pretty good reign with the tag team championships, ended at the hands of Scarlet Justice, but now the tag made from Mukuro to Junko. Drop kick and a slam from Ikusawa. Of course, Chie and Yukiko, I don't know where they're set at right now. I've heard that they might be focused on just everything at this point. Yukiko, I've heard rumblings that she's been wanting to possibly get herself involved in the Vanguard Championship mix. I know Chie had a recent IronHeart Championship match. They've also been still hoping to go for the Tag Team Championships as a late move. Junko just gets rocked by a couple of kicks from Yukiko. We're at a count of 7. Turned around. And Yukiko just dropping Junko on the head. Well, they dropped Junko, and that just ended it. Well done. Well done. Yukiko just said, you know what? I'm going to just drop Junko, and that's it. I don't need anything else here. Well, how about that? They did not pay attention to the count whatsoever. It's a double count out. Huh. I guess we're just gonna go ahead and we're gonna end the poll. We're gonna return the. I guess nobody gets a point here. It was 100% of you on the Twin Dragons. But that happened. Yukiko just said, you know what, I'm gonna just drop Junko on her head. Though, again, weirdly, Junko the one that's on the receiving end of the count out, and Mukuro didn't do anything about it. I'm starting to sense a pattern here when it comes to the Despair Sisters in general, and who knows how long before Junko or Mukuro something happened. I don't know. I'm going to talk to Yukiko and learn how to fight with a fan. Heard she knows a lot more about it than I do, says Dakota. I mean, fair enough. Junko insists on being the starting legal one, and look where it got her. Yeah, it got her to being counted out. Double counted out, but counted out nonetheless. As we move on. Quick one there. But maybe, did Chie and Yukiko just want to send a message? Maybe to Mukuro. Honestly, that might be where they were going with it. Because again, Junko on another receiving end of another quote-unquote loss, despite it being a double count-out. Interesting. Well, either way, it's time we move on. We're getting this match for free. Hopefully. Welcome on in, Moon. Or the wind that sounds like Moon. Welcome on in. I mean, Yukiko and Chie are morally good people. It's possible. It is possible. They might be trying to send a message to Mukuro in some sort of way. We have to figure out what happens next week, because I'm sure there's going to be something. Come in to see, yet again, Junko blows up the team in a different way this time around, as Yukiko just dropped it. And then didn't get back in for the countout. Anyways, we are getting this matchup for free. It is Kazuchika Okada, the man who was responsible for attacking Kenny Omega at an AEW show, one-on-one with Statement's Akihiko Sanada. That is a recipe for a banger match. So, for free. We are getting it for free. It's going to be crazy. So who is it going to be? Will we see the victory for Akihiko in a continuous run for Statement? Or will Kazuchika Okada pick up a victory for himself? Who he's technically competed once before. He competed one time at Kingdom Come against Septiplier and MatPat. And he's technically undefeated. He's only fought one time, and his team got the win. Modest cheering on his Statement mate. We'll see him later on as he takes on Midoriya in the next best of 7 matchup in ambulance match. Modest trying to just outright win that best of 7. We'll see what happens right now as we turn up the voltage. Statement has been on a run with the addition of Modest. Kind of hard not to see that faction getting gold soon. And here we go. Matches. Well. Oh boy. There is Kenny. Prepare for shenanigans. The wind sounding like pie saying who dat? That's Kenny Omega. That is Kazuchika Okada and Akihiko Sanada. Because we're about to get that match for free. Hopefully. Because I have no idea what Kenny's about to do. He is sitting down. And it does look like he's just about to watch the match. Here we go. Match is underway. And we start with some chain wrestling. Also, welcome in to Pot. How you doing, man? Oh, Okada, the quick kick to Akihiko as they broke the chain. Back and forth, these two go, chaining up again. Turns them over. As we said, Statement has been on a bit of a run. Akihiko been on a bit of a run. Tartaros been going insane. Braun Breaker nearly became #1 contender to the Intercontinental Championship, and they just added Modest to their ranks. And we know what Modest has been doing. As Moon said earlier, it is hard not to see them getting gold in the near future. As Akihiko saying, it might not only be a little bit of time beforehand as he completely missed the leg drop. Akihiko doesn't land the leg drop. Okada got back up underneath, over top, and doesn't land the drop kick. Akihiko out of the way of that one. Quick maneuvers from these two, and there's a clothesline that lands directly to him. Went for a little more distance this time. Doesn't land it the second time around, but Okada does land the senton right to him. You gotta think Kenny just watching the match, trying to scout out Okada. We've seen them face off so many times in the past. Not here, but everywhere else. That is his foot is very much underneath the ropes, ref. But it's fine, because Akihiko takes out a 1 anyways. Another thing with Statement, it's a faction with no real weak links. It really is. They do not have a weak link in their system. It is just pure power all the way through. That seems to be just what they have been capable of doing. Okada getting taken down at the legs. This time, though, Akihiko lands the leg drop and kind of just sits on him, too, in the process. Sent off the ropes, though, by Okada. This time, he lands that drop kick picture perfect. And here comes, oh my god, okay. Oh, okay. Akihiko said, oh, you want to taunt in my face like that? All right, launched him across the ring, and now going to work, ground and pounding. On to Okada. Oh, he is not. Oh my gosh. Oh, he's not done. Oh, he's really pissed. Oh my gosh. Threw him like he was nothing. Hits another leg drop. He's 2 for 4 with those leg drops. Oh, picked up. Okada sweeps the leg. Going to the outside. They're looking to fly in, but I think Akihiko grabbing at his leg kind of instinctively moved him out of the way. And these two train back and forth. Okada with the strikes. Stunning Akihiko onto the... Oh my gosh. And just when this match was starting to get good. Gosh dang it, man. Here we go again. Yeah, he was not just here to watch the match. You're right, Ezra. He was not here just to watch the match. He was here for payback. And the match has just been thrown out. Oh my gosh. Nah, it's fine, Ace. Just let him get it out of their system. It is technically a win for Okada, considering Omega attacked him. A crossbody lands from Okada, who just... Okay. Okada just lifted him up into a tombstone pile driver. Maybe Omega might not be able to get the payback he wants, because he just got dropped on his head. Okada was hoping to put on a good match with Akihiko, but Kenny ruined it, and now they're just brawling. Went for the knee. That missed chop block lands from Okada, and he's calling for Omega to get up. This might not have been what he was thinking of doing, because Okada with a Rainmaker. Rainmaker directly to Kenny Omega and locks him in a crossface. Locking him in a crossface right afterwards, but Omega right out of it. Yeah, he is pissed. He's pissed that that match got thrown out, but Omega starting to go to work. Sliced bread. Oh, but he got a finisher from that. And now saying, you can hit me with that all you want, but this one you'll stay down for. Okada's up, and Okada's down. One winged angel. And now he's the one going in for submission on Okada, just pulling at the eyes. And it's a technical victory by disqualification for Kazuchika Okada. But these two surely are not done with themselves. This has got to be boiled over at some point. It's 57% of you on Akihiko, 43% of you on Okada. We didn't get the match for free, unfortunately. We got some of it. We didn't get all of it. And technically it was Akihiko that picked... not Akihiko. It was technically Okada who picked up the victory in the matchup that got thrown out. Man, we can't get matches for free anymore, can we? Like, this is... Man. We can't get matches for free anymore. Like, crazy matches like that? Come on. Either way. We move on from that as Ace is thankfully dealing now with Omega and Okada. It is time for Idol versus Idol. It is Sayaka Maizono, one-on-one with Hatsune Miku. Miku, not too happy of the fact that Sayaka attacked and blindsided Maki in Japan in front of a crowd of people at a concert. Disrespected the idol culture, according to Miku, and she was pissed about it. she wanted this match. And it's gonna happen. Hopefully, without any disqualifications like the last one. Hopefully, I'm not jinxing it. That's the beauty of calling these matches dream matches. You can get them, but most of the time you won't. That is true, but hopefully we will see them run back eventually. Estelle here as well. Finally got a break from brace of work, given Joshua's getting ready for tonight. Yeah, that is true. We will be hearing from Joshua literally later on tonight, just in a little bit of time. But now it's time. Idol versus Idol. Sayaka versus Miku. Let's get into it. Attack during a concert, my band would never, says Dakota. I forgot you were in a band. Completely honest, completely forgot. And coming out first, it is Sayaka Maizono. Taking pride in everything that she has been doing recently when it comes to Maki. These two have been feuding for months. For quite a long time. Maki has been going on a little bit of a quote-unquote revenge tour. Took care of Dominic Mysterio at Catalyst. And now has been on the pursuit for Sayaka Maizono to put her down as well. But Sayaka has just been dipping and dodging every single chance she can. Which, to be honest, considering she's also been partnering up with Dominic Mysterio, that's what he did too. So this doesn't surprise me. Only then, when she got the upper hand, did she start to attack Maki. Sayaka now not wanting to fight Maki whatsoever, but does have to deal with Hatsune Miku. Two idols with blue hair, one lighter than the other, both figuratively and literally. And here comes the former Rumble winner. At Chain Reaction, Miku came back at number 30 and won the Rumble, the first ever Rumble winner. But Miku, not here for championships tonight, not here for accolades, just wants to put Maizono in her place. Which, to be honest, I think a lot of people have been wanting to do that, besides Maki. Considering how Sayaka has been acting, there's probably been a couple people who have been wanting to do that. I don't blame them. Miku just looking to be the first to put Sayaka in her place. We've seen it though, Miku hasn't been in the ring in a little while. So will the ring rust catch up to her? We'll have to find out in this matchup tonight. It is Hatsune Miku. It is Sayaka Maizono. One-on-one. Right now. Dakota saying Miku's awesome. I love how there's a different Miku for every Sakai, I don't know. My band's Sakai, I don't know. Miku is a hyperactive Pokemon TCG fan. Interesting. As Miku also, in this one, I guess, a fan of moonsaults. As he went early doors onto Sayaka. Now they're locking up, chain wrestling, but Miku getting pushed away. Locking up again. Do these two. But now Sayaka getting the advantage. Grabs at the arm of Miku, trying to go at the wrist of the idol. The Vocaloid sensation, Hatsune Miku. I've looked around a little bit across all the different places we've been to for shows, and honestly, I probably have seen Miku's face plastered somewhere like 8 times out of 10. She's just that popular, and right now, going to work on Maizono. Little headlock. Welcome on in to DJ. How you doing, man? Welcome on into the show. You've missed a couple matches. A banger start to the show. And then a couple other things beforehand. We are in the 4th match of our show tonight. It is Idol versus Idol. It is Sayaka versus Miku, as they've just been continuously going for the chain wrestling. Let's get a sip of water real quick as Miku pushing Sayaka into the ropes. Oh my gosh. I thought we might have had a chance of getting a clean break, but this is Sayaka we're talking about here. Does not like to play things by the rules, but she might in a second, because Miku just kicked her right in the side of the head with authority. Crossbody lands right afterwards. And Miku's got a signature built up. Sayaka crawling to the corner, but Miku running in. There's that knee into a bulldog. That vocal crash that Sayaka just immediately kicked up from. And slamming Miku down from the top ropes. Sayaka, oh my gosh, she's stealing the finisher. She's stealing the finisher. That was the Starlight finale. Miku kicked out, but that was the Starlight finale that Sayaka just hit on Miku. That's just ridiculous. And that's Maki's music. You could say turnabout might be fair play, because I think that Sayaka doesn't notice that Maki's directly behind her, but out of the way of the chair. Maki had a chair set up. Sayaka tried to whiff away at Maki, but Maki got out of dodge, and that, I thought that might have allowed Miku to capitalize. But Sayaka just a step faster. Maki tried to get a hit and run on to Sayaka, but then might have just decided to change tactics at the end to distract and give Miku a chance to come back, and that's what she's doing right now. Scoop slam lands. And a moonsault right afterwards. The distance on that moonsault. A kick to the back from Miku. Doesn't have anything built up just yet, but is close to a signature. Calls for Sayaka to get up. I'll be honest, that is a far distance. And Miku seeing that. That's crazy. Right in Sayaka's face. And she did not take too kindly to getting taunted at by Miku. Step back in. There's a forearm. That slight distraction from Maki might give Miku the chance to bring this thing right back in her favor. Oh my gosh! Shades of Sakura Ogami with that spinning kick. Jumping over top of Sayaka, running in, and now Miku looking to mount a comeback on Sayaka. Sweeps the leg, takes her down. Has a signature and a finisher built up, but just goes for the pinfall. Not resiliency. Just a 2 count. Waiting for Sayaka to get back up. There's that side kick. That melody kick from Miku, and that sets Sayaka up right in position. Sonic wave, but she got up. She got up before Miku could hit it. And now it's Sayaka calling for Miku to get up. Drop kick. Miku out of the way. Swing blade from the springboard position. I don't think we've seen many people do a springboard swing blade. And now, this time, I don't think there's a chance Sayaka can kip up, but does move out of the way of the Sonic Wave. And right into position for the main attraction. Miku's got no resiliency, but doesn't need it. Kicked out at 2. Slamming her head into the mat. And now just trying to go for a submission. I just noticed as well, Sayaka is bleeding. Think maybe from that knee from Miku earlier. Slams Sayaka face first. That's not going to help the bleeding. Climbing up top. Might be looking for that Sonic Wave this time around. And this time she gets every ounce of it. Sonic Wave to Sayaka into the pinfall. This might be resiliency. It is. Sayaka burns resiliency. And oh my gosh. Yo, Miku with those kicks. She's crazy with them. Sayaka tried to rush in and got caught with that spin kick. Climbing up. Miku from the middle ropes. Forearm. Even a little phenomenal with that forearm. Dang. Send Sayaka up. Might be looking to go not for that vocal crash, but instead just scoop slams Sayaka to the canvas and going up top here. We've seen her go high flying like this before. Digital harmony. And she's stunned. Sayaka's stunned. Miku might be about to put her away. Sonic Wave for a second time. And directly into the pinfall. Miku puts Maizono down. Sayaka got distracted by Maki. And it didn't lead to the hit and run that she wanted. But it turned into the way for her to cost Sayaka the match. And Miku gets the win. And here as well, Miku with that comeback. That's what started the momentum shift for Hatsune Miku. Sweeping the leg. Hit that digital harmony. That melody kick as well, and a couple Sonic Waves to put Sayaka down. Tried the main attraction, but Miku was just that much better tonight. Sonic Wave from here would burn resiliency. One more would put Maizono down for the count. You gotta think. If Maki didn't get involved, would Sayaka have just continued to steamroll Miku? Maybe. But that's not something we get to figure out, because at the end of the day, Hatsune Miku picks up the win. Congratulations to her. 71% of you on Hatsune Miku and 29% on Sayaka. And the Vocaloid sensation. She's back. And she's starting out great. Big win for Miku. As we'll move on. Because now, ladies and gentlemen, and everybody in between, it is time for the ambulance to be rolled out. Because it is the best of 7 series, match number 4. It is an ambulance match between Izuku Midoriya and Modest. Modest, who is up 3-0. On Midoriya. Deku is going to need something crazy if he wants to make any form of comeback in this best of 7. One more win and I win overall. This is must win for you, kid. Can you do it? Says Modest. That is the question on everyone's mind. don't know why my chat has stopped and the poll has not been sent. The poll is just not sent. Oh well. It's time though. Best of 7, match number 4. Midoriya, Modest, in an ambulance match. Let's find out. Can Modest end it like that at 4-0? Or can Midoriya find something left within him to pick up the win? Let's find out now as we turn up the voltage. Let's get it. And here comes Izuku. Midoriya. And I'll tell you what. This might be a way for him to get even. We've seen this form that Deku takes only, I think, one other time. Maybe twice. Once, maybe? Was it a deep freeze? Might have been deep freeze. I don't know. He's had it once before, though, and that was at Kingdom Come against the Obsidian Order. Can that be the difference maker for Midoriya? Here comes Modest, representing statement. Modest is here and looking to just end this early for Midoriya. Let me see if I can get my chat back. Can I get my chat back? Okay, I got my chat back. All right, perfect. Hopefully nothing happened with the stream. I'm gonna have to put in the poll again. Match 4 is an ambulance match. As we know, we've seen ambulance matches before. There's no pinfalls, there's no submissions, there's no disqualifications, no countouts. Only way to win is to put your opponent into the ambulance and close both doors. Alright, works this time. Perfect, there we go. Hopefully you guys are still here. As the match is underway. Suplex. Okay, you guys are still here. I can see the poll. I can see the votes coming in. Thank goodness. They just sent Midoriya directly to the outside. Modest is fast when he's trying to end this. Oh my gosh, Modest is trying to end this thing early. We've seen how crazy he can be. And he might just kill him again. Modest has been killing him before. Modest is quite the competitor. Wonder if I could learn something from him for where I fight, says Shota. Welcome on in. He's crazy. He's an absolutely insane competitor. We know that. As Midoriya's got that Modest's got that kendo stick. Midoriya quickly getting it out of his hand. Super kick into that German suplex. Lands flush. Modest, bro, it just started. Says the wind that sounds like Splendid. It's in my ears saying chill. Modest, I think, is choosing not to chill. Though he does get sent directly into the ring post by Midoriya. I guess toss, monkey flip style. Back and forth now. Actually, no, it's very much not back and forth. Modest is just killing him again. This has just been the standard for these two in this best of 7. Midoriya has been trying to fight back any way he can, and Modest has just been killing him. Like, that's it. He's just been killing him. But he's trying to fight back now. A couple elbows. to Modest. Send them back into the ring. Midoriya, maybe this is what he needs to pick up the victory over Modest. But Modest still going. Moonsault lands again. Modest has been crazy with these moonsaults. It's been like, I don't know what it's been, but he's been going off with them as he lands those steady hands in the corner. And now just trying to end it. He's got the ambulance doors open. Deku is stunned in the corner. And this is bad news for Midoriya. Because Modest is starting to run his show again. He's calling for him to get up. He's got a finisher. If he hits a Quiet Riot or a Modest Means or something like that, Midoriya could be out again. And he's set up. And that is another Modest Means to Midoriya. Oh my gosh, man. He's killing him again. Yo, he's killing him again. He might just end this now. Sending him into the ambulance, trying to grab at him. And chucks him into the ambulance. Are we going to have to see resiliency burned this fast? Oh my gosh, he's got a door closed. He's already got a door closed. Modest trying to close the second door and end this thing. Hold in, but Midoriya is providing a little bit of resistance and he gets out this time. The wind sounded like Saya saying the Deku humiliation ritual. This is seeming like what's been the entire case for this best of 7 series. He's just been getting destroyed by Modest. He did connect though with that Delaware toss. Oh my gosh, he's gone to the top of the ambulance. Y'all, he's gone to the top of the ambulance. Oh no, oh, they're going to the top of the ambulance. Also welcome in the wind that sounds like Saya. Modest climbed to the top of the ambulance with Deku, and he dropped him. The Fisherman Buster on the top of the ambulance. Yo, he rolled backwards. I thought he was going to roll off the ambulance. That would have been scary. But Modest now getting worked on the top of the amp. Never mind, he's reversed. Oh gosh. Oh no! Oh, Modest, chill! He tossed him off the ambulance and he just directly dove at him. No time, no delay. Modest! Y'all? Y'all, he shut the door. He shut the doors. Man's not done. He could have ended this thing. Dude, what do you mean he's not finished with him? But now Midoriya is going to open up the doors instead. Saying, no, you're not going to... We're going to end this thing. Whether you like it or not, but Modest sends him off the apron. Welcome on into Jacob, or the win that sounds like Jacob. You are witnessing another murking from Modest. He's killing Deku again. like, dude, he's dying again. Tossing Deku into the ambulance. Into the ambulance. He's got no resiliency. He does not have resiliency built up. That's a door closed. Is this the end? Is this just how Modest just wins? No. Deku out of it. Out of the ambulance again. Tried to go for measured violence. Why hasn't he turned vigilante? Oh, he is! He is right now. The wind. That sounds like Jacob. He had before. Now he is. He's trying to use this as potentially his chance to beat him. He's got a door closed. Trying to close the second one. No. Modest out of it. He's got a signature and a finisher. Deku with a drop kick. Elbow drop missed. If Modest can, oh my gosh, super kick. Whoever hits a finisher might be able to end this thing, and it might be Deku who does. Detroit Smash. Modest did fall into the kendo stick, says the win. He did fall into the kendo stick. And Deku just tosses Modest into the ambulance. Gonna close the doors. He closes one. Is he gonna be able to close the second one? Oh my gosh, he might. He might close it. He didn't. Modest kicked the door down, and he didn't burn resiliency. Oh. Oh no. Oh! Oh, his neck. Oh my gosh, his neck. Modest. Oh my gosh, if he German suplexed him, I think he was trying to German suplex Deku. His neck would have gone into the ambulance. Oh my gosh. Thankfully, Deku got out of there. He's getting caught now. Midoriya lifting Modest up. Into the double knees to the gut. And now Rage is up. Slides into the ring. Oh my gosh, Midoriya! Flew at him while he was sitting. Senton from Midoriya. Modest with the reversal. He tried to toss him into the ambulance. Instead, Deku the one getting tossed into the ambulance. Closes one door. Doesn't close the other. And Deku doesn't burn resiliency. These two are putting on a little bit of a heater. They're putting on a bit of a heater for this matchup. Up on the shoulders. Detonation kick. Stomps the leg. Grabs the arm now. Oh, no, pushed away. Oh my gosh, he caught him in all Modest means. He did go a little crazy. Modest is just continuing to go crazy. Modest means Deku's injured. I think he's going to have to burn resiliency, y'all. I think Deku's about to have to burn resiliency. Closes a door. Closes the other. He didn't burn. Y'all, he's injured. How did he not burn resiliency? Holy crap, he didn't burn. He's got another finisher lined up. Backs up. Detroit Smash. He didn't burn. I'm with you, Kara. How did he not burn resiliency? Puts Modest on the ambulance. Maybe it's Modest who's going to have to burn resiliency. As we have another viewer, it says the wind in the form of a cat. Welcome on into the cat. Modest. He burns. Kicks the door down. He burns resiliency. Stomps the leg. Modest rages up. Steps back into the ring. Calling for him to get back up. Modest just slides down. And gets, oh my gosh, he got intercepted with the kicks. Intercepted with those kicks. And a Fisherman Buster from Deku. Picks him up. He might be able to do this. Tosses Modest into the ambulance. And he's staring at him. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, he let him get out of the ambulance. Okay, maybe not. Maybe not. Okay, he let him get out of the ambulance just to toss him right back in there. Okay, now he's grabbed the door. Okay, I think Deku might be able to get a point. Brother almost had Modest get out of the ambulance, but he tossed him right back in there before anything happen. And Deku closes the other door. And he stays alive. It's now 3-1. But Deku's still got a long ways to go in order to catch Modest in this best of 7 series. I mean, he has to just win every other match. He's got to win every other match. He's on the right track to doing so. And he gets them tonight. Deku, he took him to the top of the ambulance as well and dropped them Fisherman Buster style. But even then, Modest just kept fighting back. Even in the loss here, Modest is still a dangerous threat. Like, holy crap. He's crazy. 33% of you on Midoriya. The other percentage on Modest. Got those kicks off at the end. And after a Fisherman Buster, tossed him in once, Modest got out. And then he tossed him back in again. Midoriya gets himself the victory. Congratulations to Izuku Midoriya. If I'm him though, I'm gonna need to bring that form every single time because he gonna need it. He is going to need it up against Modest. But nonetheless, congratulations to Deku. We move on. Congratulations to him. But now, before we can get on to the next match, he stopped the series sweep. Can he continue to come back? We will see you next week in round 5. Before we get to our next matchup, we are set to hear from the #1 contender to the Intercontinental Championship, Joshua Bright. He found his way to beating Braun Breaker to earn the #1 contendership. Tonight he takes the mic. What is Joshua thinking going into this match with Bendy at Midnight Heat? It will be Joshua versus Bendy for the Intercontinental Championship. Nobody's been able to put him down. Joshua, the ring is cleared, and the floor is yours. Let's hear from him. Let's see what he's got to say. I mean, first congratulating Braun, thanking him for the fight. We love to see that. My chance to prove to myself I can win a title. You know how dangerous you are. You explain all your opponents. You've seen that a lot. Study it. Don't give up when it's tough. Not when it matters most. He's not going to give up, but you'll have to see that. He's right. Ospreay couldn't do it, and Silver couldn't do it. For them and for the entire roster, he's going to. Bring the championship back to my family and out of your hands. That's it. Oh no. Oh no, the lights have gone. Joshua, he's behind you. Uh-oh. Yeah, you called it. Oh no. Joshua. Yep. Wants to come back out again. He's gone. He's gone. Well, for once he didn't lay anybody out. He didn't do anything. Huh. Yeah, that was surprising. Why did he not take him out? That's not like I'm happy he didn't. Don't get me wrong. But he didn't do anything.
It's all about family. It's all
That's
about
new.
the business.
Huh. Well, time now for some tag team action. The #1 contenders to the tag team titles. Depending on who wins in the main event tonight, it will be either up against the BrOGs or RKOpening. Septiplier is in action. It will be Jack and Mark 2-on-2 with the Heroes Academy, Bakugo and Todoroki in preparation for their tag team championship match at Midnight Heat. We'll see who they face later on tonight. Who's it going to be though? Will it be Septiplier or will it be the Heroes Academy who pick up the win in this matchup tonight? Let's find out as we turn up the voltage. At the very least, he didn't attack this time. Bakugo, Todoroki, don't do anything stupid, says Ace. Well, here we go. Here come the heroes. It's Bakugo and Todoroki. The Heroes Academy have arrived. These two, they've been close to getting the opportunity for tag team gold before. They either will or a certain petty faction is going to take action again, says Erza. Let's hope it's not the latter. The heroes are ready. They've been close to tag team championship opportunity before. If they can knock off the #1 contenders, hey, that might be a good start. But here they come. It's Jack. It's Mark. It's Septiplier. And they're in the house. Jack won the gauntlet match to become #1 contenders with himself and Mark for the tag team championships, besting the Red Ranger at the end of the match to get it done. Jack, he came out last, and he didn't have to put in a whole lot of effort at the very end. Red Ranger tired himself out against Ryu, and Jack made quick work of him at the end of the day. They await who they face at Midnight Heat. We'll see who that will be in the main event. But right now, Todoroki going to start this thing off against Markiplier. Let's get it on. Could you imagine how crucial it could be for Bakugo and for Todoroki if they can beat Septiplier tonight and then Septiplier end up becoming the tag team champions? I don't know, that might just give these two a tag team championship opportunity. You never know, but they're going quick style offense as Bakugo's already been brought in. Oh, the counter by Mark, the king of Five Nights at Freddy's. Going to work. I heard apparently as well that there's been new Five Nights at Freddy's things. That might be something that Mark might be excited about. You never know. Sent into the corner. Tag is made. Here comes Jack. And Septiplier is looking to go to work early. And Mark's going to use Jack as a weapon to drop him onto Bakugo. Little whirlwind splash from those two. Jack like drop it. He stuns him. Quickly stunning Bakugo with his high-flying and fast-paced offense. And Jack's starting to go to work. We know how dangerous that Jack in particular, I mean, we know how dangerous both these two can be. Jack nearly won the Golden Shot ladder match at Catalyst. Markiplier, the only person to kick out of a super finisher. So, you know, dangerous team. And whoever it might be they face off against at Midnight Heat, they're going to have to prep for that. Cover off the moonsault. Only a 1. Now, knee drop from Mark, but the tag is made to Todoroki. Tried to run in for a knee strike that gets met by a shoulder tackle. We've seen Septiplier be beat before, though. In that little open challenge series that they've had with MatPat, they suffered a couple L's. But when it comes to just these two on their own, I don't believe in tag team action they have suffered a loss. Bakugo and Todoroki might be looking to be the first to do so. And if this keeps up, they might be able to, because Todoroki's starting to go to work on Mark with those combinations, those elbows. And that sends him into the corner. And the tag is made to Bakugo. Setting him up here. Oh, look at this. Bakugo lifting him up. Todoroki with a kick into like a Northern Lights brain buster style maneuver there from Bakugo. Oh, we're looking to rush in towards Mark. Up and atomic drop directly down. But oh my gosh, where did he get that from? Where did Mark pull a King's Beheading out of nowhere from? Mark pulling out a King's Beheading. Bakugo rages up, but Jack doesn't send it back in the ring. But now does. Jack sends him back in the ring, waiting on Mark. Sends him into the corner, and the tag is made to Jacksepticeye, and Bakugo is going viral. That 3D, that 1D to Bakugo. Todoroki didn't get it in time, and Bakugo's had to burn resiliency. Combinations. Jack and Mark might make just quick work of the heroes tonight. Send a message to the champions that they're not backing down, that they're not messing around. They have a chance to become champions, and they're not going to waste that chance. TKO from Jack. And goes to the corner. Lines up Bakugo. Septiceye punch. Oh my gosh. Oh, dude, they're cleaning house. Sets him up. Bakugo's caught. Ireland's call. And into the pinfall. That might just be the quickest work I've seen. Oh, never mind. It is still an uphill battle for the Heroes Academy, but Bakugo is still living. Sent no Mark with a cheap shot, but turned around. Jack does a bit slower. Bakugo scoop slam. The hey happened. Into the pinfall. Jack kicking at 1 though. Bakugo still has that finisher built up. From raging up, lifts up Jack and slams it. And now is in desperate need of a tag and goes to get it. Tag made to Shoto Todoroki, but he gets kicked at the legs. Jack is going insane. Gets caught though. Hurricane Rana got caught into a face buster that sent him down on all 3 of those ropes. Oh, Todoroki catches him up and down. That Arctic clash from Todoroki turns Jack over into the pinfall. And it does bring Mark in. When doesn't Jack go insane is the real question. Oh, he just does all the time. You are right, Ezra. He just goes insane all the time. That's just Jack for you. Reversal of the tag finish. And into a roll-up. Jack trying to go a roll-up on Todoroki. Only a 1 count. You got 2 finishers. Be honest, Bakugo, I know you wanted to get in there. I don't think you should have. That might have been a blessing in disguise that Jack stopped the tag from being made. Oh my gosh, it came in. Bakugo really wants to get at Jack. He stepped into the ring, but Jack's got 2 finishers. Bakugo's, I want to say impatience, or just the embroiled rage in him to go after Jacksepticeye, gets caught with the Island's call. He wants a brawl with Jack. It ain't right, Prime. He wants a brawl with him. And that might prove costly for the heroes. Because Jack, Todoroki's popped up. Shoulder tackle as Jack was bouncing off the ropes. He's going to get what he wants. Baku goes in. Clothesline. And right into the pinfall. Mark is not able to come in. That's not even 2. It's Jack. I'm not surprised. Oh, but that might be more than a 1. That eruption kick from Bakugo. He didn't burn resiliency. Jacksepticeye has not burned resiliency yet in this fight. But a tag made to Todoroki. Jack is kipped up. Runs in. Todoroki with the counter. Up. Scoop. Slam. Goes to the middle ropes. Todoroki slams. The body splash. Jack tried to make the tag to Mark, but trips up the legs. Trips up the legs of Todoroki. Oh? I don't know what the heck happened there. Todoroki reversed whatever Jack was going for. Kind of like grabbed the back of his head and stunned him. I don't know what that was. Either way, Bakugo was tagged in. It was enough to keep Jack down for a second. Which, hey, that's what you need to do in this type of situation. Off the ropes. Missed. Missed the signature attempt. And Jack might look to make him pay. Reverse the tag finish. But into a roll-up. Into a roll-up on Bakugo. Doesn't steal it. Does not steal it. Bakugo does not have resiliency. That could have been the end of the match, but Jack lifts him up. TKO lands again. And in comes Mark. He's had a lot of time to recover. Moonsault to Bakugo. Off the ropes. Snap of the neck. They've been going off in this fight. It's been a little more in the favor of Septiplier, but the Heroes Academy have been staying in it. But maybe not for much longer, because Bakugo is now stunned, and Mark might be a move or 2 away from a signature. Up, and oh, power bomb. And he's not done there. Knee strike. Right afterwards. Tried to send him back into the corner. Bakugo gets the counter. Counter, though, by Mark. Turned around. Bakugo. Mark flips out of it. Elbow to the back of the head. And tag made to Jack. Crawl to the corner, did Bakugo. Clothesline lands. Into the pinfall. Is that just going to be it? Does Bakugo not have anything left? No. He kicks out. Bakugo kicks out, but Jack's got a signature. Mark's got a signature and a finisher. Up on the shoulders. Michinoku driver. And another tag. Now here comes Mark. But Bakugo kept up. Reversal of the Irish whip. Uppercut lands. And I'll tell you what, Todoroki's pretty fresh. If I'm Bakugo, I might need to make that tag sooner rather than later. And not gonna do that. Instead, just puts him in the corner. What is he thinking? Whatever it was, it got reversed. Bakugo just a step faster though. Puts him in the corner. Tag made into Todoroki, and they're setting up the tag finisher, Class 1A. Into the pinfall on Mark. Jack comes in, but Mark doesn't burn. Mark does not burn. Elbow to the leg. Todoroki tags out. He tags Bakugo back in. Mark's raged up. He's got two finishers. Reversal of the Irish whip. Oh, Todoroki. Sorry, Bakugo with the reversal. But Mark with a suplex. He's got two finishers. And he's calling for him here. Might be looking for that move that put Eggman away. The Wharf Stash. Wharf Stash connects, and Todoroki comes in to break it up. But now he can't come in. Bakugo doesn't have resiliency. Reversal though of the Irish whip. Bakugo would have had, he needed that. He needed that reversal. And he's powering up. Doesn't go for the tag. Instead just a splash in the corner by one arm with a slam. Off the ropes. Next snap, reversed. Next snap is reversed by Mark. Big boots. A massive boot from Mark to the jaw. Oh, no, counter. Countered by Bakugo, and that gave him a signature. Couple combos. Countered. Mark going for combos of his own. Swept the leg, though. Off the ropes. Goes under. And gets that knee. That jumping knee strike from Bakugo doesn't even burn resiliency. And tag made to Todoroki. And Mark's getting back up. Off the ropes. Goes underneath. Goes over top. Todoroki up into a pop-up uppercut. And Bakugo's in, but so is Jack. Jack gets the tag. And Bakugo sends him into the corner. Mark is nowhere to be found. Gets a punch, and then the tag. Then the tag to Todoroki, and he had a finisher stored up a second time. Class 1A. Into the pinfall on Jack. I'm sorry? Another Class 1A, but that man just kicked out not even at one. Mark has to come in this time. Jack! Oh my gosh! Clothesline lands. And the tag made to Mark. I can't believe it. He didn't have he had barely any vitality too. How do you kick out instantaneously? Mark in now with the knee to the face. Oh, missing that tope at Tomiko. Bakugo doesn't have anything though. Countered. Kick. Mark. Russian leg sweep. Into the punch it. They ain't want to stay down on either side. Yeah, seriously, Prime. Seriously. King's beheading. A literal 0. That was insane. Mark's got him up. Iron Lung. Into the pin. And Todoroki comes in. But Mark's got another finisher. But Todoroki caught him. Neck breaker. That's the signature from Todoroki. That glacier breaker. Mark doesn't have resiliency. Baku goes directly into the pinfall, and Jack realized that. He knew he had to come in. That was smart thinking from Todoroki. Give Bakugo a second and also hit the signature on Mark at the same time. That was smart. But Mark fighting back. Big boot misses. Clothesline is dodged. Irish whip. Reversal of the attempted tag. Went for a knee. Another Irish whip. This time gets the tag. Okay, they're styling now. Up on the shoulders of Bakugo is Todoroki. That skyscraper senton. And now Todoroki's got a finisher. Sends him into the... Tried to send him to the corner. Instead got sent to the ref. Up and down onto the knee. Goes to the outside. Todoroki taking a second to breathe. And that allowed Mark to keep up. Oh no! He baited him. Mark tried to fly out with a forearm, but Todoroki baited him by climbing to the top ropes and then jumping back down. Rolled back into the ring. Todoroki took the bait and he fell for it. Reversal though of the Irish whip. Counter. Irish whip back into the corner. Tag made. I don't think Mark's going to have resiliency. Class 1A. He doesn't. He doesn't have resiliency. Into the pinfall. He kicked out. Are you serious? Holy moly! Climbing up top, Bakugo. Elbow drop to the back. He's got a finisher, but tags out to the fresher Todoroki. I thought for sure they had him. He didn't have resiliency. Jack couldn't come in. I thought that was it. Grabbed the foot, tossed him. I think we already know what the Midnight Heat match will be like regardless of who wins the main event. A banger. Tag made to Bakugo, who's got a Mark's busted open. Signature and a finisher for Bakugo. Mark needs to make a tag to Jack if they want any chance of winning this thing. Hits a knee. Bakugo's injured. Bakugo got injured by that knee strike. Kicks. Stumping kick. The counter. Bakugo reversed. Mark's close to being stunned. Got that howitzer spin. Didn't get all of it. And that sent him. Oh my gosh, what a combo. Howitzer spin into the AP shot from Bakugo. Now Mark's got to burn resiliency. Tag made to Todoroki. Bakugo hit part of that howitzer spin, saw that Mark was still standing, said, you know what? Might as well go for broke. Hit that AP shot, forced them to burn resiliency this time. And now, Mark, with blood dripping down his face, tags in Jack. Combos, though, from Todoroki. Shot to the gut. Chops. Drop kick lands. And Jack makes the tag to Mark. I don't know if that's the wisest decision. If I'm Septiplier right now, I know it resets the count, but Mark's taking a lot of damage. Todoroki, no counter. Countered by Mark, and now sets up Iron Lung. Does connect with it. Forces Bakugo to come in. Maybe they had a plan. Walking down Bakugo. Mark stomping away. Boots Todoroki in the face. Grabbing at the arm now. Bending the fingers. Jumping knees to the back. And puts him in the corner. And the tag is made to Jack. They had a plan. It looks like, at least. Up. Atomic drop. Drop kick. Jack sets him up. Grabs him to Mark to drop kick him. And into the pinfall right afterwards. I know Todoroki is the fresher of the two members of the Heroes Academy. But a 1 count is crazy. Setting up, though, for that Glacier Breaker. Yo, these two teams have been going insane in this match. Pulls him away from ropes into the pinfall. Mark did come in. Jack kicked out and Mark stepped in. I thought he might have trusted him to kick out fully there. Todoroki, though, slams him. Stomping away on him. Both of Heroes Academy have finishers. If they can hit them both back to back, Jack might be down. Todoroki. That's one. That's one finisher. This is like the 5th Class 1A from the Heroes Academy into the pinfall on Jack, into the pin, and he burns resiliency. If they can hit one more, but no, Bakugo instead tags out to Todoroki. One to play a little bit of a long con, just in case, but Jack now gets the reversal, has a finisher. Flying in, Hurricane Rana spiking him with it. Oh, reversal of the Irish Whip. Y'all, these two teams, man. Elbow to the back. Another one this time caught. Turned around by Jack. Reversal of the tag finish. And sets him up for the Prominence Burn. And that is it. Oh my gosh. Reversed that attempt at going viral. Lands the Prominence Burn. And the Heroes get the job done. Wow. Heroes Academy gets the job done against Septiplier after a bloody banger. You don't gotta say that again. It was a classic of a match between these two teams. But now, if you're Septiplier, you gotta think if you can win the tag team titles at Midnight Heat. Hey, that might be the Heroes who have the next in line for the tag team titles. Reversed going viral. Hit the Glacier Breaker here. It reversed it one more time. Turned it into that Prominence Burn from Todoroki. And that was enough to put them down. Congratulations to Bakugo and to... Oh, come on! Come on, man. And we just had a banger, too. We just had a banger as well. Come on, man. There they are. They're just attacking them afterwards as well. My gosh. Guts is taking it to Todoroki, and Lelouch is taking it to the injured Bakugo. Keep in mind, they just had a grueling battle, and they're injured. And they don't stop. Oh, no. Totoro. Oh, no, he's back. His back just went into those chairs. Oh, my gosh, dude. Yeah, they don't want to stop. This has been relentless from these guys. Ever since Kingdom Come. And even before that, absolute obedience to Bak. Oh my gosh! He tossed the steps at him. Oh no. Bakugo just got taken out, and Todoroki goes through the announcer's table. Brother. Oh my gosh, man. This is mental. Also, somebody go check up on Ace. Because I know they probably saw that. Oh my gosh. That was mental. Put him through the announcer table. Bakugo's clearly injured after that matchup. Every time.
It's Chelsea Green.
Even a Hell in a Cell wasn't enough to end this. There might be. I don't know. They couldn't end it in Hell in a Cell. This is insanity. And from one bit of insanity to the freaking next. It's time now. Oh wait, I didn't even end the poll. My bad. My bad, y'all. I didn't even end the poll. 83% of you on Septiplier, 17% on the Heroes Academy. It was the Heroes Academy. And then that happened. Just ridiculous. But now, here comes this match. Elimination Tag Team. 4-4. I mean, that is true. They do have 4. Though, they have 4. How would they do that, though? Because Deku's mid-best of 7. You know what? We'll figure it out eventually. It's time for some one-on-one action. Reiko was able to beat Android 18 last week. This time around, the tag team partners of them go at it. It's Susie. One-on-one with Nao. Remember, as well, that the reason why Control are not tag team champions is because Nao pinned Susie. Susie's looking for some revenge. Can she get it, or will Nao prove that that win was no fluke? Let's find out as we turn up the voltage for this one-on-one match between one half of the tag team champions and what I can only assume to be their challengers. And if by any token, because that music's playing, I've got a strong feeling that Susie is not alone. And I was right. It's not strong, but given there's 3 of their hero boys still in action, maybe if a Chocolate's cleared, it can be done. Maybe. I mean, we don't know the status of Kirishima. He might be fine. I haven't heard anything from medical on how Kirishima is. We'll just have to see. But there's 3 of them. Susie, Android 18, and Makima. And again, I'm noticing the same thing. Android 18 thought it was these 3. No Dusk. And it's the same tonight. Dusk not even out there at ringside. I don't know why that's the case. You'd think they'd want as much of an advantage as they can with everyone out there. But not this time. And not the last time either. I know Dusk last time said, like, it's to... Yeah, not in chat either. You're right, Ezra. Not in chat either. I know it was last time Dusk was talking about how this was, like, a plan to make sure that there would be no interference, but... I don't think they have an excuse this time around, especially because they're not here. I don't get it. Out of the way. Here comes Nao Egokoro, the tag team champions. Are in the building. Reiko coming out to support her tag team partner in Nao. These two took those tag team titles away from Control at Right to Reign. Last week, or was it last week? Yeah. Last week, they went 2-on-2 with Fire and Desire. That ended in a count-out loss for them. Now is looking to avenge all that. If I had to make a bet, it's because Makima sees no more value in Dusk ever since I made them completely fall off. Whatever Dusk says, just a lie full of copium. The last part, crazy, first off. But it does feel like there's a little bit of partial truth to that. Dusk has not been performing as good as they used to since that loss. So I don't know, maybe there's a bit of truth to that. Despite how ludicrous it kind of seems. Or not really ludicrous, just like, I don't know, what would it be, egotistical? I don't know the term for it. Right now, Nao is taking it to Susie, though. Nothing about Egokoro is egotistical. Because she's making sure that Susie feels the pain. Sent into the steps, though. Goes Susie. Now is all over Susie in this fight. Climbing back up. Gets back into the ring. At a count of 7. Stopped because Android 18 was up there. And Susie immediately trying to take advantage. And the referee already fixing the turnbuckle pad. Which, hey, fair game. Fair game fixing that turnbuckle pad. Sending Susie to the outside is now. Dusk struggles to arguably the MVP of Control with Susie. We have seen that. Despite the fact that Susie did take the pin at Right to Reign, she's been the MVP. Oh my gosh! I thought Nao was about to go flying into the steps. She just barely missed. I thought Susie was about to decapitate Nao by sending her head first in those steps. Thankfully, that did not happen. climbs up top, but Susie rolls in the ring. Now doesn't see her, but now does. Crossbody. Susie can catch her in time into the pinfall, not even a one, and Susie's right back up. The powerhouse, the MVP of Control, as Moon has said. Oh, wait a minute. And now this might be the MVP strategy of Control. The constant distractions. And there's one of them from Android 18. Trying to buy Susie some time. And does, just for a little bit, as now caught into a roll-up by Susie, but immediately kicks out. Off the ropes, as Susie lands that drop kick, wanting to get some revenge after Right to Reign. Control want to get back those tag team titles to establish themselves once again. Now Reiko looking to stop that from happening, but Susie's raged up and hits the Dragon's boot. Right to Now, into the pinfall. And that's a 2 count, but not resiliency. Susie calling for Now to get up. Rolling through. This is classic Susie offense, but that's a classic reversal. Caught Susie into that super kick, and then a no Blue Thunder Bomb is reversed. And just like that, the power game of Susie has evened the playing field. And then a pinfall. Now kicks out. Oh, Josh was here. I'm be honest, was ready for whatever with Bendy, but he decided not to attack. That's going to make future research interesting. It is, though. You're not wrong, Joshua. We have never seen him do that. I don't know if that's just trying to say, like, wait and attack you later. I don't know if that's just a different means. I don't know. But that was odd, and we'll have to see what the heck comes from that. As Now couldn't pick up Susie also. Which I guess makes sense. That is a big dragon. An indirect show of respect, maybe? Though you'd think Bendy wouldn't be one to show respect. Though, you never know. It is an ink creature. We don't know much about him. Now just jumping. Might not even jumping to hit Susie, just jumping to break the count. Stomping away. And now Susie's on the offensive. Punches right to the skull of Now. Turned over. And just continuing with the assault. Rolls back into the ring. Maybe Curiosity Card. Maybe. That could be the case as Susie just waiting. Never mind. It's not waiting anymore. Said, I've grown tired of waiting. I'm going to go out here. I'm going to beat some more sense into you. Stomping away on the outside. Kicking Now's head in. And tosses Now away. He's an ink creature made for a cartoon. He at least knows when to show respect, especially given everything he said. That is true. I don't know what it is, but I mean, we've never heard him talk either. Can he talk? I don't know. Either way, oh gosh. They tried to just jump Now. Makima? Wait a minute. Oh my gosh. That was I thought that was a different reason. That was a strategy. Tossed Android 18 into the ring to stop Susie from going any further so Susie could turn Now around. I don't know what that was, but that was, I hate to say it, but genius. And now 18's distracting Now. She burned resiliency as well. Scoop slam. From Susie. Yeah, that is one way to stop momentum. Literally just tossed 18 into the ring, stopped Susie from going any further for Now to probably set up for something, and then got caught with that wild fang. but now sets up Susie, rolling through to that German suplex, bridges it perfectly into the pin. Kick out at 2. Starting to look like Susie's going to grind now into the mat and then likely the dirt, says Erza. But not if Nao's got anything to say about it. Boston Crab cinched in, out of the way. Out of it is Susie. Dragged. But standing back up is Nao. Kick to the gut caught. Elbow lands. Up. Blue Thunder Bomb. And Susie's stunned. And Nao was going to go up top. But now it's Makima with the distraction. Now it's Makima with the distraction. And Susie's got a signature, but now turn around right into the Commoner's curse. Knew where Susie was. Knew to capitalize. She didn't burn resiliency. I thought she had her. But she didn't burn. Up tornado DDT. Goes to the middle ropes. Now calls for Susie to get back up. Flying in. Top ropes. Crossbody. No, she's caught. Caught by Susie into a scoop slam. And she's got a signature. No. Reversed. Reversed the dark chomp. That running senton attempt got reversed now with the drop kick. But a kick to the gut sets up a wing clipper submission. Locked in, but now fights out of it. Has a signature, but Susie's got a finisher. This started all Nao. Now it's almost all Susie. And a drop kick lands. Susie goes up top. Looks to fly. Big splash. Now out the way. Now got out of the way. Might look for it again. Another Blue Thunder Bomb into the pinfall. That might be enough to burn resiliency. It didn't. It didn't burn resiliency on Susie. But now, going for it one more time. Another Commoner's curse. Just laying everything on the line. This time, it's got to be resiliency on Susie. And it is. This time, Susie's got to burn. The Commoner's curse burns resiliency. Off the ropes. Now, with the arm drag. Ducked out of the way. Trying to pick up Susie, but can't lift her. But a reversal of the Irish whip. Off the ropes. Drop kick reversed. Susie. Irish whip of her own. Off the ropes. There's the Dragon's boot. And Susie might have just gotten her revenge. Or maybe not. Just yet. Because now kicks out. And just gets tossed though by Susie. Tossed to the side. Back in the corner. No. Countered. Punches. They're trading. Nao's injured. Chops. More chops. Now still got fight. It's anyone's game. One more big move could end it, and right now they're trading. Susie's saying, bring it on. Now with a slap across the face. Counters. But Susie with a counter as well. Back and forth. Counter by Nao. Slap across the face again. Chop from Susie. Now with a punch, and now they're going. Blow for blow. Back and forth. With these punches, and Susie got the advantage. Turned around. No, now tried to burn Iron Jaw to maybe get a reversal, but might have been just a step too late. Wild Thunder, Susie picks up the win. now tried to get one last bit of energy to reverse that last move, burned the Iron Jaw. But Susie was just one step faster, hit that Wild Thunder one more time, that Wild Fang. It was lights out for Nao, but you can't say she didn't try. You can't say that Nao didn't put everything into that fight. A Blue Thunder Bomb. I think like 4 Blue Thunder Bombs in this match. Even here, when Susie might have been looking to take an advantage, Nao would lift Susie up into a Commoner's Curse. But Susie showed once again why she's been the MVP of Control. The powerhouse has been going insane. Another Blue Thunder Bomb. Now thought that was it. Put the one to the sky, but kicked out. Lifted her up one more time for another Commoner's Curse. And that would burn resiliency. And it came down to who would hit their big move first. That Dragon's Boot didn't do it. But Susie got the better of the exchange into the Wild Fang, tucked her up for the win. A win for Reiko over Android 18 in one-on-one style, and a win for Susie over Nao. They're even. They celebrate the victory. 33% of you on Nao, the other percentage on Susie. And it's a victory for Control tonight. Let's move on, because we got 2 more matches left on this card. It's time to determine the #1 contender. Well, we know that Chaos has gotten the opportunity to take a shot at the IronHeart Championship, but we do need a #1 contender for after that opportunity. It is a #1 contendership elimination match. It is Crowe. It is Hina. It is Erza. And it is Sayori. Fatal 4-way action. We still need to see what happens next. Gonna be watching close, says Chaos. That's true. Chaos and Ezra are both gonna need to watch close, because this might be the one that either one of them. This is gonna be the one that either one of them face at Midnight Heat for the championship. Who's that going to be? We are gonna find out tonight. It is Sayori. It is Crowe. It is Hina. It is Erza. Right now, as we go ahead and we turn up. voltage. Why'd that take so long? I'm pretty sure I saw the security cameras, I saw the cameras in the ring. Did the ringmaster just send the bear after Zuko? Well, I kind of did, Prime. I kind of saw it. I was ready to go, just checking messages. And then I looked up at the camera just to see the bear put Zuko through a table. That's all I saw of it. I was checking messages. I got a message from the GM. I got a message from the medical team about Bakugo and Todoroki. I got messages from all them, and then I look up to see that. Yeesh. I guess the ringmaster's taking it serious against Iroh. Maybe. I don't know. Either way, time for the elimination match to determine the number one contender to the IronHeart Championship. Here comes Crowe. The ringmaster tried to demand the title. Zuko came out, they had a brief brawl, and the ringmaster summoned the bear to annihilate Zuko. Oh yeah, the GM was telling me about that. He was telling me that the ringmaster was just demanding him to have Iroh hand him the title. Great. Alright, we get to the important stuff though. Crowe has been showing out a little bit recently. Had a good performance in that intergender rumble at Catalyst. Made it to the final four, I believe. Had a really good showing for themselves in that match. Now looks to the future and looks to become the IronHeart champion. I have apparently, according to what the GM has been seeing through his cameras, I've been hearing that Crowe has been having a lot of conversations with a member of our security team, David. That is as much as I know from that. I don't know what those two have been talking about, but that is neither here nor there. We'll see what Crowe can do tonight, because out comes Hina. The lantern and all. This is going to be interesting specifically for Hina, because you can trace back Ezra's championship victory to Hina. Hina, in the tag team match that had Cynthia in it as her partner with Ezra and Sayori on the other side, Ezra and Sayori won by Sayori beating Hina. That led to Ezra and Sayori getting into the triple threat with Hu Tao for the title at Right to Reign, and that allowed Ezra to win the title. So Hina's looking for a little bit of a chance to get some revenge. She said she needed this opportunity to show that tag team match, if it was just a one-on-one, maybe she could have gotten the job done. We'll see if she can tonight. Up against these other three competitors. At either Chaos or Ezra will meet the winner of the match at Midnight Heat. Ezra saying, just so I'll say it now, when we meet Chaos, I ain't going to hold anything back. That is not something that should be surprising considering how you two fight. As we've seen just over the past little while, you two have kind of popped off. But Hina, looking to find her breakout moments and maybe winning the IronHeart Championship, or at least getting the opportunity to challenge for the IronHeart Championship, is as breakout of a moment as she can. Hina, the best of luck to you, the best of luck to Crowe, and out next, someone else who also might be looking for a little bit of payback themselves. The individual who was involved in the triple threat match at Right to Reign with Ezra and Hu Tao in the form of Sayori. She took the pin in the match to Erza, but it was off the back of some work from Hu Tao, a last will, and then a kendo stick shot from Erza that would put Sayori down. Sayori now looking to say, hey, one-on-one I had your number. Triple threat was the only way you could beat me before. Now I'm going to make it so that it ends up being one-on-one, and you don't have anyone else to pin. And you don't have anyone else to beat in that match to stop me. Sayori, as Moon said, be quietly becoming the breakout star of those Dokis. And outlast a breakout star in her own right, Erza Scarlet. The individual who put on the very first open challenge in the GWE as we made our way to Deep Freeze. Erza also nearly became #1 contender to the Women's World Championship. It came down to her and Clover in the final two inside of that elimination chamber that Erza started in and nearly ended the winner. If it weren't for just one little lucky move from Clover that would put Erza down, we could have seen Erza as our world champion. But now Erza looking to do something a little different. Instead of going for the big one, trying to go back to Chun-Li, now looking to take a claim at Erza and or Chaos and the IronHeart Championship. And I'll tell you what, Erza might be looking like the favorite of these four with how insane she is. It's Fatal 4-Way time though. It's Crowe, it is Hina, it is Sayori, and it is Erza Scarlet. Fatal 4-Way elimination match. Remember, it's not one fall to a finish in this matchup. You've got to eliminate all of your opponents to get the shot. Here we go. Sayori, your first move was a climactic ending. That's crazy, actually. Hurricane Rana as Erza taking to Hina on one end. Moonsault taking Hina down. Welcome into David. I don't know what's going on over there, but oh boy. Welcome on in, man. Hopefully you're alright, I think. Little power bomb from Sayori into the pin on Crowe. Quick kick out. Sayori, as we said before, the breakout member of the Dokis. Oh, Susie's fighting David. Oh, shit. David, get your... David, you're part of security. Get your... Come on, man. As I think Erza pulled out a baseball bat out there. Quick kick out by Hina. Erza's calling for Crowe to get up. Oh, turned around. Oh my goodness, Erza. Arabian pop-up cutter. Sayori. Where are you getting these moves, girl? Like that? Who trained you? Like, holy crap. Climbing up top, Sayori looking to go airborne on Hina, but there's Erza to stop that from happening. Turns Crowe around, chops the leg, but gets caught by Hina. Hina, we've seen her being very aggressive in her latest matches. Is she going to be able to show that aggression off again and win this one? Erza, we know how dominant she can be. We know what Sayori is capable of doing, and we know how sneaky Crowe can be. As Hina just got busted open with that kendo stick. Crowe kind of snuck their way into winning a Fatal 5-Way a little while ago. They might be able to sneak another victory themselves. But this isn't about just sneaking one pinfall and winning the matchup. You get one pinfall, that's great. You eliminate one competitor. You gotta do more than that to win the whole thing. As Sayori connecting. with that double foot stomp, that rain cloud rally. Hit a super kick to the back of the head, and now Crowe and Hina looking to work together on Erza. Double choke slam. Erza close to having a finisher. Crowe doesn't have anything built up just yet. Neither does Hina. Sayori has a finisher. And also has a chair, which she just tossed at Hina's head. In the pinfall, though, from Crowe. Kick out by Asahina. Erza's got a kendo stick. Sayori, though, combination kicks and a sweep. A moonsault right afterwards. Toss Susie out again. I need to buy myself a taser. Maybe not a taser, but like something. Hina just stole the finisher. Hina just stole the happy thoughts and then gets caught with the Scarlet Storm from Erza. Into the pinfall. Hina's the first to burn. And Sayori might not actually, because Sayori doesn't have resiliency. Kicked out. I think Susie can tank a taser. Yeah, Susie probably can tank a taser pretty well. Erza, quick powerbomb to Hina. Might be enough to stack up for the win on Hina. No. Kick out at not even 2. Oh, sweep of a leg. Dragon screw from Erza. And an elbow as well. This time to Crowe. Turned around by Sayori. And a German suplex bridges it perfectly into the pinfall as Erza just kicked out immediately. Crowe need the ref that looked intentional. Might have been. The wind, that sounds like splendid. I think that black wing that front clothesline. Is that a light tube? Crowe, was that a light tube you just pulled out? Hey! As Hina's sending Crowe onto the announcer table, Sayori with a senton that Erza just kicked up from. Oh, counter the signature. Did Erza into the pinfall. Kick out at 1 by Sayori. And now Crowe goes and hits Erza. The Talia Sorrow. Right to the head, that running knee. I'm sorry, she kicked out at 1. Normal count and all, she kicked out at 1. Broke the kendo stick over Erza into the pin on Hina. Oh, I thought that was it. I thought that might have been a hit for Hina, but she kicked out at the last possible second. And now Sayori for the club is locked in on Crowe. Quickly out of it though, sweeping the leg down. Went for a knee, reversed, out of the way. Erza's got a table. Erza just has a full-on table that she set up on the outside. And Hina with the sledgehammer. Oh, Sayori, those kicks, sweeps the leg. Erza catches Hina with that Heaven's Wheel, and her head just dropped onto that sledgehammer. And now going after Sayori. Sent into the steps. And now, Crowe. Crowe, what were you thinking? Crowe went for a diving suicide dive that just absolutely missed by a couple of inches. As Erza sends Crowe into the corner, I think was looking for that muscle buster. Might have been looking for that armory breaker, but Crowe with the reversal. In the corner again, doesn't have it now. And Hina is going to send Sayori back in the ring. Erza tried to decapitate Crowe with that kendo stick. Gets out, elbows. Sayori turns Erza around. Hina slides into the ring, but is met by Crowe. A bitter end from Sayori to Erza. Oh, wait a minute. Hina, quick roll up on Crowe. Count of 2? No. Crowe kicks out. Sayori with that sledgehammer now to Erza. Rake of the eyes is not going to happen. Crowe counters and now sets up for, how funny is that? A stomp, the final impression. That grave stomp. But Hina kicks out. Almost like Crowe just sent a message to Erza with that grave stomp. But there's the tally of sorrow. I thought Erza broke up the pin for a second there. Oh! Oh, Hina kicked out. And a DDT from Erza to Sayori. Hina kicked out of that tally of sorrow knee. Oh, but Erza caught. Scoop slam reversed. Hina slides back in. Going after Erza. Power bomb position by Hina. To the shoulders. Onto the ropes. And Crowe scoop slam to Sayori. Oh, now Crowe caught by Hina. Forearms countered by Crowe. Couple forearms countered by Hina. Back and forth these two go. And a Uranagi lands but looks from behind. Here comes Sayori. And goes, locks in for the club. On Hina. Hina's in trouble. And Hina's forced to tap. The same way that Hina got beat by Sayori in the tag match, beats her again now. Hina, the first one eliminated. Sayori quickly into the cover on Crowe at that kendo stick, but they're open. Only a 1. Now Erza going after Sayori, probably the 2 biggest threats in the match. Countered. But don't count out Crowe just yet. Sayori don't hit that leg drop that Crowe just immediately stood up from. Forearms, combinations, forearm knocks Crowe down. Sayori off the ropes, drops the table, and now Sayori with that double foot stomp again, that rain cloud rally into the pinfall on Erza. Count at 2. Not resiliency. Oh, she pinned Hina in the tag match. Right, you're right. As Sayori, what are you doing? Did she just give Erza a wet willy? Like, dang! Sayori! Okay, now she's just having a little bit of fun. Erza up and down, though. You don't want to have too much fun against someone like Erza because that's a re-quip bomb. And now, the law of the guild. To Crowe into the pinfall. And it's not resiliency. Crowe doesn't burn resiliency. Kendo stick shots to Sayori. It breaks over Sayori. But now, no counter. Counter by Crowe. Stomped. Out of the ring. Baseball bat in hand. Crowe, I thought was going to go in after Erza, instead goes after Sayori, who kind of just stood there and said, bring it on, and Crowe just whacked him with the baseball bat, and there's a tally of sorrow on the outside. Sayori's busted open, and Erza's got the light tube. And that black wing clothesline. And now on the outside, a grave stomp to Erza. Again, another curb stomp from Crowe. Countered. All right, Crowe, we see it. We do, though. Like, Crowe's been actively using those stomps. I know that's already part of their arsenal, but actively using that. Oh, but Erza's caught for the club. Locked in again. Erza's got a burn. That is a dangerous submission that Sayori has, and actually has another one. The Crowe sends Sayori into the turnbuckle, into the cover. Is that going to be enough to maybe bait out Resiliency? No, it's not. Kick out by Sayori. Back into the cover again. This time feet up on the ropes. And Sayori kicks out again. Erza's slapping cheeks. Happy Thoughts lands on Crowe. But Erza knows that Sayori's a threat. Says, alright, I know I can deal with Crowe. You're a bit more of a challenge. Armory breaker to Sayori. Into the pinfall. Sayori now has to burn Resiliency. The only one left with Resiliency is Crowe. Clothesline lands. And going up top. Goes up to the top. No. Steps back down. Saw Sayori was back up. Might have thought, okay, she's going to stop me from going for whatever that is I'm going to go for here. Erza's got a table. Sayori with a kick, and then gets hit with the table. Counters. Erza. And Sayori going at it. Headbutt as Sayori's got the table in hand. And tosses it, trying to bury Erza under the table. Rolled through. Rain Cloud Rally. Rain Cloud Rally to Erza into the pinfall. Is that going to be enough to eliminate Erza from this match? It's not. Erza kicks out, and look at Crowe. Crowe was stalking. Crowe was watching. And now goes to take down Sayori. And then maybe turn their attention to Erza. After how weakened she's been. Gets the table, buries it under Erza. Or over top of Erza. But Sayori's not liking that. Sayori didn't like that. Rolls up Crowe. That burns Resiliency. Crowe has to burn Resiliency. Back to these two now. Kick to the gut. Erza. Requip bomb. To Sayori. Crowe lifts up Sayori. And then Erza goes to Crowe, hits the Scarlet Storm. Into the pinfall. We're down to no. Crowe kicked out. I thought we were about to be down to Sayori and Erza. We're not just yet. Crowe survived. And now Sayori. Erza's caught Crowe. Face first through the table. And now goes to Sayori. Look at Erza Scarlet go. This is awesome. Climbs up top. Erza fired up. Calls for Sayori to stand up. Forearm. Has a finisher. Every single one of them does. And Erza's got a baseball bat. Slides in the ring. Steps out of the ring to go after Crowe. But Crowe a step faster. German suplex. Steps in the ring. No, instead steps to the up top. Steps to the top ropes. But out of the way. Oh, Sayori. Sends Erza into Crowe. Countered. Erza's fired up. Chaos been giddy at the idea of fighting Erza since the challenge. Oh, tossed away. Sayori tosses Crowe into the LED post. I'm sorry, Moon, you're going to have to fix that before the main event. Combinations. Takes Crowe down. Sayori has a finisher. So does Erza. So does Crowe. Sayori steps back in the ring. But meeting there is Erza. Combos. Missed out of the way. Sayori. Happy Thoughts. But she's too tired. She's too tired to capitalize. But Crowe isn't. Crowe isn't too tired to capitalize. Into the pin on Erza. We're down to Crowe and Sayori. Hurricane Rana. Erza's eliminated. That happy thoughts. And just like in the Fatal 5-Way Crowe was in, waited and capitalized and got rid of the biggest threat in the match. Into the pinfall though. Sayori might just end it early. No, Crowe kicked out. Crowe kicks out. Ah, sweeps the leg. Crowe climbs up top. And now, the bird's eye view doesn't land. Sayori out of the way. Double rotation moonsault doesn't hit. Sayori for the club. Crowe's got orange arm damage. Sayori's locked in deep. And Sayori is #1 contender. Crowe taps out. Chaos, Erza. It is gonna be Sayori that you face at Midnight Heat. Erza knows all too well what Sayori can do. Chaos knows all too well what Sayori can do. And she's got another chance to be IronHeart champion. A clear message sent. Sayori will be the new IronHeart challenger, but we'll have to find out who she fights, because next week we'll find out who that will be. It will be Erza versus Chaos next week for the IronHeart Championship. Sayori will find her champion that she will be challenging next week on Voltage. Congratulations to Sayori. It was a 50-50 split on just Erza and Sayori. 0% on Crowe and Hina. If I'm the one you face, Sayori, prepare for another fight of your life. Next week, it could be Erza. It could be Chaos. We'll find out who Sayori gets to take on. Look at the bloody mess that Sayori is as well. What a fight between these four. And we move to the main event of the evening. The tag team titles are on the line. Randy Orton and Opening, RKOpening, beat the BrOGs last week in a tag team matchup, and they earned themselves a tag team championship shot. Taka and Mondo said, let's do it now. Let's do it tonight. Instead of waiting till Midnight Heat. We got Septiplier then. Let's have you fight 2-on-2 one more time tonight. Midnight Heat could be Sayori's final step to truly break out. We'll see what happens. We'll also see if RKOpening can finally capture those tag team championships. Could it be one and done for Mondo and Taka on their championship reign, their second tag team championship reign? It all comes to a head right now. The tag team titles are on the line. It's RKOpening. It's the BrOGs in our main event tonight. Let's do it. Let's turn up the voltage for your main event. Here we go. The tag team titles are on the line. And coming out first, it's Randy Orton, and it's Opening. It's RKOpening. Scooting along as ever. They've had opportunities to become tag team champions. They had a contendership match. They fell short. They had another contendership match. They succeeded the second time around. But it put them in a triple threat match with the Tyrant Syndicate and with the BrOGs and Randy. Randy Orton took the pinfall. to Mondo. Tag team titles will be on the line. Can they do it this time? They pinned the tag team champions last week. Can they do it now? Can they pin them one more time and win the titles? RKOpening's always been one of the top teams in the division. As Moon says, will tonight be the night they finally get gold? It could be theirs for the taking tonight, but not if the tag team champions, if the BrOGs have anything to say about it. Because here they come, your two-time tag team champions. It's Taka, it's Mondo, it's the BrOG. Oh no, Taka's not messing around. He said if you want the titles, you gotta earn them. He's gone full Takasina mode tonight. He's purple. The same gear that he wore when he won the tag team titles back at Right Terrain. Takasina is in full effect. If Randy and Opening want to beat the champs, they gotta beat them at their best. Can they do so? The tag team titles, for the second time I think in Voltage history, are on the line on a episode of Voltage. Tag titles on the line. The challengers, Randy Orton and Opening, RKOpening. And your champions, your two-time tag team champions, Mondo Owada, Kiyotaka Ishimaru, the BrOGs. Look to keep a hold of their tag team championships tonight in the main event of Voltage. They hand the titles to Lorenzo. He holds them up. The titles are now up for grabs. Randy starting this thing off against Takasina. Let's get this title match underway. Both trying to go fast, hitting moves. Neither one of them connected to start. Taka off the ropes goes Randy into a headbutt. Trying to go into a quick pinfall as well on Randy. That was a fast 2 count. That was a quick 2 count on Randy. Taka trying to end this early, but you're dealing with a Viper. You're dealing with a 14-time world champion. It's not going to be that simple. And here comes his protege, Opening. Combinations blocked by Taka. Sent into the corner. Countered. The attempt at the tag. Opening. Gets countered as well. Forearm. Clothesline lands. Oh, Taka now. Sent in and back into the corner. Tag made to Mondo. Double team from the tag team champions. Little double reverse suplex. And Opening is stunned. And now Mondo is in this thing. The punches from the Ultimate Biker Gang leader, And an elbow right after. Oh, sent away. Clothesline lands from opening. Elbow drop. Another elbow drop. And a third. Combos. Mondo. Caught by opening. Kind of 8 now. Clothesline by opening, taking Mondo down. Big punches right at count of 10. Opening's got to get Mondo back into the ring. If they can't get him back in the ring, they can lose this thing by count out. And Mondo steps back into the ring and just waits. Never mind, no he doesn't, he broke the count. I always say that they wait and then they break the count right afterwards. Maybe I shouldn't be saying that. Oh, Mondo tossed his opening aside. Gets back up on the apron, but gets back down instead. Climbs up, opening, gets back in. Shot to the back. Mondo now turns around, opening, just waiting for him to step away from him, Samoa Joe style. Oh, no, tried to Alabama slam him. Mondo got out of the way from that one. Kick to the gut from opening. Hits that clothesline. Send to the corner. Tag made to Randy. And an Irish curse into the knee drop. Saw that from Chie and Yukiko earlier on tonight. As Orton is still fresh in this battle. Mondo, the one who's taking the most amount of damage so far, is going to need that tag, and he gets it. Gets the tag to Taka. Up on the shoulders, though. Goes Taka and down on the ropes. Randy. Fresh for his team. Opening's got a signature, but Randy's very fresh. Taka. Chop to the chest, another one. And an enziguri right afterwards. Taka, at the current moment, going to have to do this thing on his own because of how much damage Mondo's already taken. Shot to opening, but that gave Randy a second of time. And the tag is made. Here comes opening. Shot to the gut. Kick to the gut. Sets up. Hits the closing. Into the pinfall. Mondo steps in. Mondo steps in. And opening might be looking for that open cutter. Kick to the gut. And he's going to land it. Open cutter to Taka. Is that going to be resiliency burned on Takashina this early on? It is. Taka's burned resiliency. So early in this match. RKOpening have a really good chance now of walking away with the gold. Resiliency's gone from Taka. Opening's climbing up. Taka's trying to crawl to make the tag to Mondo. And opening stopped that from happening. He got right up. He got right up. And now Rage is up. But Orton's in. Taka. Shots to the gut. Grabs Orton. Off the ropes. Taka. Countered by Randy. Sweeps the leg down. Stops the tag. If they can keep Taka in for the rest of the match, we might have new tag team champions. But Taka isn't going to let that happen just yet. Elbow to the back. Another one, but it's blocked by Orton. Clothesline lands. Ground and pound to stop the tag. They are just making sure that Taka can stay in. They're keeping Taka in the match. Reversal of the tag attempt. Taka, kick to the gut. Just like Erza earlier. Hits that vertical suplex powerbomb, but Randy got back up. Making sure Taka could have had a window of opportunity to tag out, but he made sure that he'd pop up to stop that from happening. Taka stunned. Clothesline lands. But he rolls. Rolls to the apron. If they can keep this up, They might be on their way to doing it. Orton back suplex onto the apron. Double axe handle as well. And Orton's almost got a finisher. He's almost got an RKO. But Taka gets the reversal. Doesn't send him into the steps. Instead grabs him and tosses him the other way. Neck first. We know how dangerous Taka can be. And we know the issue with Randy Orton's neck and his back. But he's also raged up. And Taka takes down Opening. Count of 7. Orton's back in. He raged up. He was going for an RKO. And Taka connects with a disciplinary drop. A move Orton knows all too well with that attitude adjustment. Shout out to Cena. And maybe more shouts out to Cena. Order restored. STF is in on Orton. He broke out of it. He broke out of it. Orton has a chance. He's got a chance. He's lifted up Taka. Onto the back. Onto the shoulders. Orton. Giving that taunt, but he's made the tag. Taka made the tag. And Mondo caught Randy Orton. Clear the road. Orton ran at him and Mondo pressed him up into the air with that clear the road. And now, just like that, RKOpening's chance might have to be earned a little bit later on. As Moon said, Mondo might need to win this match on his own. Because of how much damage has been done to Taka. Mondo just sends Randy into the barricade. And into the barricade now goes Mondo. Orton. Belly to belly. Turns him over. Right at count of 7. Orton stomps on Mondo. Kicked over by Mondo. And doesn't want to end this by count out. Mondo gets Orton back in the ring to go up top. Not going to go for spinning wheels. Instead just hits a splash to bait Opening. He hits a splash to bait Opening into stepping into the ring and breaking up the pin. And now the tag is made to Taka. Ride or die connects to Randy into the pin. He didn't burn resiliency. Randy didn't burn. I thought it'd be evened out in terms of resiliency. Randy didn't burn it. A punch, an uppercut, and now Taka's back in there. Taka, who's already burned resiliency, and Orton's got a signature and a finisher. Picks up Taka. Sends him into the corner. Sets up, tag made Opening. Looking for it. Closing remarks. That's going to bring Mondo in. That's going to bring Mondo in to break it up. They have a chance. Opening doesn't have anything built up, but he's very close to. Off the ropes. Boot. Taka reversed it. But wasn't fast enough. Opening. Combos. Chops. Uppercut. There's a world. He could do this. Middle ropes. Elbow drop. Into the pin. Wait, that might be it. That might be it. Taka's been through so much of the matchup. No, he kicked out. The heart of Taka Cena still beats. But he's got a signature. Opening. Lifts him up. Open the door. Might be opening the door for a championship victory right now because he's gone into the pinfall. Into the pin. No, he kicked out again. He kicked out again. But if Opening can get him in the corner. If he can get him in the corner. Lifts him up. No, Taka reversed it. Yo, it's been stressful. This has been a stressful main event. Taka sends him into the corner. Doesn't go for the tag. Instead puts him on the top. Opening reversed. But Taka with the Irish whip. Gets him in the corner. Reverse again. Taka turns him around. Back suplex. Opening reverses again. Hit the clothesline. No, reversal. Reversal by Taka. These two are reversing everything. Reversal again by Opening. Opening shut. Opening shut out of nowhere. Into the pin. He kicked out. Taka kicked out. I thought they had it. I thought they had it. Opening's going up top. He knows he's got to do more. Up top. Knee drop. But Taka's back up. Reversed. Lifts him up. Down onto the knee. And Taka tags out to Mondo. That might have been the best chance that RKOpening had to win the titles. And Taka shut the door on that. Opening used Adrenaline Rush. Mondo stopped him from getting up, but he used Adrenaline Rush. Mondo grabs Opening up and down with the strength. And a tag made to Orton. Tag made to Randy. He grabbed him. He set him up. Mondo's caught. Vintage Orton with that spike DDT. Stares him down. Staring daggers into Mondo. Going for a submission. Locks it in, but Mondo's quickly out of it. Reversal. Reversal by Orton. He's got a finisher. Sets him up. No reversal by Mondo. Lifts him up. Clear the road to Orton. Brings Opening in. Goes for another pin. Pinned him once. Now pins him a second time, but Orton kicks out. Mondo has a finisher. Turn. No. Caught by Opening. Sorry. Orton. I'm flabbergasted right now. Tag made to Opening. He's got the adrenaline. No. Counter. Counter by Mondo. Chop from Opening. Off the ropes. Goes over. Slams him down. He's got a finisher. No reversal by Mondo. Reversal, the attempted ground and pound. Goes into the pin. And Mondo putting his feet on the ropes. But Opening kicked out. He kicked out at 1. Trying to do whatever they can to keep the titles. And Opening's like, I'll let him. Roll up. Kicked up into a roll up. He kicked out at 1 again. Opening's got the heart of this matchup. Both him and Taka, but that heart might die out in a second. Tag made to Taka. Ride or die. Into the pinfall. Randy trusted him. Randy trusted him. And Opening didn't burn. He trusted his protege. That's smart. But the tag's made to Mondo again. Another ride or die. I don't think Orton's going to be able to trust him this time around. He went for Taka. Opening had to burn resiliency. He tried to take out Taka so he couldn't interfere. But that forced Opening to burn. Orton's going after Taka on the outside. Middle ropes. Splash lands. Knee to the face. Mondo's got a finish. He turns him around. They're still fighting on the outside. Mondo. I think Opening might have rolled too far away. He did. He rolled too far away. Mondo can't hit spinning wheels, but he hits an elbow to the back. Goes into the pinfall. Is that going to be enough to put Opening down and dash the dreams? No, he kicked out. The dreams are still alive, and Mondo can't believe it. He's arguing with the referee, saying that had to have been 3. There's no way it couldn't have been reversed. No, he caught him. Biker's gear. Tag to Taka. Opening might be KO'd. Picks him up. He reversed disciplinary drop. He reversed the disciplinary drop. Taka. Couple chops. Big boot. He had more left. Opening. Sent into the corner though. Taka. Countered by Opening. Try to get the clothesline. Taka with the grab into the slam. He's got a finisher. Taka sends Opening into the corner. Tag made to Mondo. And I think that's going to be it. Ride or die into the pin. And the... Oh! This is what these tag team titles are all about. How did he kick out? How did Opening kick out? He couldn't get to the tag though. Taka's in. Mondo is 2 for... Oh no. Oh my gosh, wait a minute. Rolls him up. Rolls him up. No, he didn't steal it. I thought he stole it. I thought he just stole the titles. Taka kicked out. Kick to the leg. Chops. Opening's close to being stunned. Now he is. Turns him around. Another kick to the leg. He is not done. Boot to the face from Taka. Goes to the middle ropes. Double axe. But Opening played possum. He played possum with him. He needs to make a tag to Randy. If they want any hope, he needs to make a tag, and he was gonna go do it. But Taka with a reversal of the Irish Whip. Reversal by Opening. But no, he got caught. Disciplinary drop into the pin. And that's it. A quick disciplinary drop at the end. And the BrOGs retain the tag team titles. Oh my gosh, what a fight. They put everything on the line. They fought so hard. They almost did it on, I want to say, 3 separate occasions. But Taka just kept kicking out. He just kept kicking out. I cannot believe this, man. What a showing from both of these two teams. This almost was that might have been the whole thing that set this all in motion. Orton tried to take out Taka to stop the whole thing from going awry, but forced Opening to burn resiliency. Got hit with one more ride or die, and we thought it was over, but Opening's heart didn't say die. He tried to catch Taka with one last gasp, one last roll up to try to squeeze the win and squeeze the titles out. And when Opening tried to set him up one more time, got caught, quickly picked up and dropped with a disciplinary drop. And just like that, the BrOGs are still your tag team champions. It will be the BrOGs versus Septiplier Midnight Heat for the tag team titles. They put up one heck of a fight, and if it is any indication for what's to come at Midnight Heat, with the 2 matches we saw from both of those teams, that match is going to possibly steal the show. Congratulations to the BrOGs. It was a true 50-50 on the poll. 50% on each team. But at the end of the day, it is the BrOGs who stand tall and are still your tag team champions. Let's go over the show. What a show this was. The BrOGs. It looked like it was over for them. They looked like it was going to be one and done for their tag team championship reign. But Taka brought the heart of Takashina to keep kicking out of everything that Randy and Opening threw at them. Opening did the exact same, but one last disciplinary drop was enough to retain the titles. Sayori wins the Fatal 4-Way matchup. Crowe nearly managed to sneak it by pinning Erza and eliminating Erza from the matchup, but Sayori persevered, battled through, and will get another shot to become IronHeart champion. Whether they face Ezra or Chaos, we will find out next week. Susie and Nao put on a barn burner of a matchup. Susie got the win after many distractions from Control, including one where Makima literally just tossed Android 18 into the ring to stop Susie's momentum from going and allowing Nao to get something off of it so that Susie could hit the Wild Fang. And it was a Wild Fang later that would see the end for Nao. Todoroki and Bakugo, the Heroes Academy, they beat Septiplier. 2-on-2 action, but of course afterwards were attacked by Guts and Lelouch of the Obsidian Order. Bakugo already injured from the match. Todoroki put through the announcer's table by Guts with a choke slam. We'll have to see what the condition of both of those two are, but I'll tell you what, it is not over between these two factions. Midoriya finally gets the job done over Modest. It took many attempts. It took 3 to try to get something, but the ambulance match sees Midoriya go up 3 to get a point. Now down 3-1, going into match 5 next week. Miku put away Sayaka after a distraction from Maki. Tried to get the jump on Sayaka. She reversed the shot with a chair, so Maki instead changed courses and just distracted Sayaka so that Miku could take advantage, and it was all Miku from there. Miku picked up the victory over Sayaka. Okada. It says he won the match, but he more won the match by disqualification because Akihiko and him went one-on-one. Kenny Omega, sat and watched the match and then got involved by attacking Okada mid-match, forced the disqualification and the brawl. It's clear to me as well that those two aren't done either. Tag team action, it started out with a little bit of miscommunication with the Despair Sisters and ended in double countout when Yukiko slammed Junko's head basically into the announcer's table, and neither one of them could beat the count. Another occurrence of Junko failing the team, and Mukuro couldn't do a thing about it. I don't know what that's going to entail for either one of them. I guess we'll have to find out probably next week. And to start the show off with the open challenge, it was Undyne against the Pepsi Man. AV has lost $2 because Undyne was able to put the Pepsi Man down from a good showing. And that was the show. News. Taka is injured. Opening is injured. Nao is injured. Bakugo's injured. Sayaka's match was interrupted by Maki. Eyes drawn on the stage, left open to a surprise attack, turned to distraction, went unnoticed, but will most likely not go unanswered. Kenny Omega, came down to ringside before his rivals match, entered the ring, attacked Okada to end the match in disqualification. We knew about that. Braun Breaker is cleared, and so is Miles. Both Miles and Braun Breaker, after those crazy triple threats, and the triple threat that those two had, and the one-on-one that Breaker had with Joshua, they are both cleared now. Wow. Sheesh, that was insane. Let's take a look at the next show. I don't believe that there are any spoilers. Let me just make sure. There is not. This is interesting. We would see Ryan versus Guts. Alright. Obafemi versus Liu Kang. Cassius Bright versus Makima. I'd be happy with that. Bowser versus Android 18 again. Tartaros and Akihiko of Statement versus Chie and Yukiko, the Twin Dragons. XSP versus Hu Tao. Arrow and Sakura, the Monarch of the Ring, and their wife in Sakura Ogami, Art of Violence, against Jacob and Ilya Dragunov. He's still got those scars on his face. Still terrifying. Modest and Shadow? It says question mark, so I guess it's an open challenge answered by Shadow? Interesting. And Chun-Li versus Gunther. Oh gosh. Alright. Let's go ahead and do this. Do this, do this, and this, and this. This. That. They broke the open challenge. They did, yeah. They did, in fact, break the open challenge. Let's go to next week. Any spoilers here? No. No, actually. We would see Uraka and Bayonetta in some sort of promo. Interesting. Ruby Rose versus Neo, considering 2 weeks ago. Yeah. Or that was last week even. Yeah. This is probably gonna have to happen. Obafemi versus the Ringmaster. The King of the Ring against the Ruler. Oh boy. Athena versus Maki. Interesting. What is this Fatal 4-Way? Liu Kang, Cassius Bright, Shao Kahn, and Gunther. Wow. Cammy versus Sayaka, one-on-one. Bowser versus Android 18. Goodness. The Splendid dies. Honestly deserved. And Eggman versus Splendid. And Chun-Li versus Undyne. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. That'd be amazing. Let me check my power rankings. Make sure that there are no spoilers. There are not. Alright. Power rankings. It would be Ashi at number 20. Miku at 19. Chun-Li at 18. Honestly, should be higher. Jack and Mark at 17 and 16. Nao and Reiko at 15 and 14. Opening at 13. Shao Kahn at 12. Joshua at 11. XSP in the top 10 somehow. Braun Breaker at 9. Deku at 8. Modest at 7. Probably should be higher. Randy at 6. Liu Kang at 5. Susie 4. Sayori 3. Taka at 2. And Undyne at number 1. Yeesh. That's the show. Y'all can go out of character. Whew. Y'all, I am not going to lie. I thought Opening and Randy had that. I am not going to lie. I thought Randy and Opening had that. They did so well. Holy crap. It really did look like they were gonna win it. It really did look like they were gonna do it. Taka just kept kicking out, and that was insane. Oh boy, man, that was a hectic show. We're gonna start getting some Midnight Heat match cards announced after this one, like after the show. Obviously, there's probably gonna be a few of them you probably know about. Either way, that's gonna do it for me. Thank you all for tuning in, and I will see you next week for another edition of Monday Night Voltage. Whew, that was insane. But hey, the show must go on as we do. I'll see y'all later.